Welcome to Limit Break Radio. Live. We're a radio live.
A radio relived.
Is there a live word that starts with R?
No. I'm trying to think of one, but one's not coming to mind.
We really need some thesauruses.
I know.
Source is hard.
Welcome to the show. I'd like to welcome in our Twitch viewers. So we've started doing this little thing on with the show. We've started doing live streaming with the Twitch, the Twitches. We're on the Twitches now.
We're on the Twitch. We're twitching. We're twitching, guys.
We're twitching. So we're going to be live streaming the show, the main show, and hopefully we'll get some more interesting videos than just the Limit Break Radio logo that you guys will get to look at all day today. The podcast.
Wait, we put pants on for nothing?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I was really upset about that.
You would be. We'll be live streaming the show. We've also been live streaming some gameplay, but
like Juxta leveling up with his Chocobo companion, Chocobro.
Yeah, Chocobo was the best.
I watched like 6 minutes of that video and I didn't hear any of you talking. Why would you live stream and just not talk?
It was more of a proof of concept to make sure that my computer could handle it.
Proof of concept. Gotcha. Did it handle it okay? It seemed like it did.
Yeah, it was fine. I didn't get any lag at all.
I get
a lot less lag than Nero would get when he's doing Titan EX.
Yeah, that was some
lag,
pretty...
air quotes.
Because it definitely went away when we stopped streaming.
No.
Smooth sailings off the platform. He's literally the worst.
So make sure that you subscribe to us on twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio. You'll get to check out all of the live streaming goodness, and you'll get to see all. And if you're subscribed, you'll get notifications that we're live streaming, and you can see all the fuck ups that we delete later that we don't want you to see. So make sure that you're checking back to twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio often. Joining us today, yes, we have a guest on the program. And LBR listeners will know her as Vicky, but now reborn as Nika. Nika, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. This is exciting.
It's good to have you back. So why don't you, of course, old LBR listeners will know you, but why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to anyone new to Limit Break Radio, reborn for Final Fantasy XIV?
Sure. I'm not sure how much of an intro you like, but I am Nika.
Just give us your credentials. We want to know EPeen. That's really what we want to know.
Okay, my EPeen is that I'm a 95 Paladin, and I love Paladin to death, and anything Paladin, you can ask me about it. I play a Femme Rogadin, which has been dubbed She-Hulk, apparently, on my server. I used to be a human, but I got bored of that, and then I was an elf, and then I got bored of that. So how long after they introduced the buyable what's the item?
Fantasia.
Fantasia.
It's buyable right now?
No, it's not.
No, how long after they introduce that will you change to, I don't know, a Makote or?
I don't think I ever will.
No,
because they're the best race.
I looked at my character, but she is sexy.
Terrifying.
Let me tell you.
She runs around in like bikinis and bras and panties, and she looks like the She-Hulk. It's terrifying.
I have actually changed my Paladin glamour, but if you look at any of my other job classes, I wear bikinis and run around smashing things. It's pretty fantastic.
You know, I've picked up on a theme in the FF14 community because I'm pretty sure that's like what 2/3 of the people are doing.
Yeah, way to be
Juxta's
original.
Monk was part of that 2/3 for a while.
Oh, I know.
Just a little. Actually, it wasn't even glamour. I was actually wearing that.
Well, which is why they make the dyeable versions of it so freaking hard to get and so expensive. You can only get them from Level 50 Ventures, the cloth for it, and it's really stupid because I want to wear like a pink bikini, but I can't yet.
Does it have to be pink?
No, but it will be for a while.
Of course, welcome to the show. We'll be talking a lot of 2.3 today through the Maelstrom. We'll be talking about a lot of what we've been doing, a lot of our feelings about the new patch,
All the feels.
All
caps. That's how you know it's feels.
And Nika, this is it's. I'm really glad that you're on the show today because you are the only one of us that has seen the new binding coil turns.
Yeah, I've only gotten to 7, but yeah.
Is she?
You did not beat turn 5. That's nonsense.
I
Well,
would
you
not
wouldn't
believe
really
that for a
know
second.
because you haven't really been online much, have you?
Working your 3 jobs? You don't know what we've been up to.
I'm pretty sure that you haven't done turn 5.
He's pretty sure. Well, I guess you can withhold your expertise then, Colin.
Yeah,
I do
I'll
mean
do that.
2.2. Sorry, the chat room just corrected me. 2.2. Wow. So yeah, we're going to be talking a lot of 2.2 today. So if you want to join us in the chat room, again, twitch.tv/limitbreakradio. And we would appreciate anyone chiming in and correcting us.
Whoever that is, they need to change their name color. I can't tell who the hell they are. Whoever just said woo, change your name color. Yellow.
That's
is
Nika.
Horrible.
That's me.
Oh,
I didn't get a woo. Why did I?
Wow.
like I said, I can't read
Wow.
your name. I can't read it.
It's orange. not
Oh,
yellow.
it's dumb.
No, it's different colors for everyone.
Yeah, so I guess you can't change that.
Oh, well,
Based
fine.
on it's based on client, not server.
So here's the other thing that's happening today. We have been gifted a copy of the Final Fantasy XIV Before Meteor soundtrack, and we're going to be giving it away. We were gifted to this. We were gifted this CD by Bon Herut, and I'm probably slaughtering that name. Got his letter that he wrote us right here, and it reads, "Hey, Aniro, Juxta, and Escalia."
Fuck you.
This, appropriappropriately
Good
addressed.
job. Good job.
Love your podcast. Keep up the good work.
Scalia, who's not even here. Dick.
Hope you
He had
guys
to go jump off somewhere.
hope you guys find someone to enjoy the soundtrack and Minion. I look forward to listening to your podcast. Best wishes, Bon Herut.
Thank you. I will enjoy the Minion very much.
So we're going to give this away to one lucky listener, and we'll have details on how you can be entered to win this lovely Final Fantasy XIV Before Meteor soundtrack.
AKA, we haven't came up with a contest yet.
Yes, we did.
Oh, maybe.
What? That's the best one ever.
Maybe.
I liked it.
Better
Nika
than
liked
the last contest we had? That was pretty
Fapping the
epic.
Realm is
Fapping
pretty
the
hard.
Realm?
Fapping the Realm is pretty hard to beat.
Okay.
That was
Let's,
interesting.
Is that hard to beat
We
based
actually-
on content or hard to beat based
Fapping
on
the
how
Realm
much
is hard
actual
to beat.
I was checking our Twitter page earlier, getting for the live show and tweeting about the live show, and we got a very late Fapping the Realm submission.
For reals?
Yeah, well, it's not a submission, but they tagged it with the hashtag Fapping the
Oh,
Realm.
it's becoming a thing.
Yes.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow. So
How many is there?
that's 1, 2, maybe 3. That's
Is there
3.
one on the bottom? I think there's...
No, there's
No?
4 right there on the bed, and one's watching.
And one just watching.
Oh, whoa, yeah, I see that perched up on the...
I'm gonna go ahead and retweet this out for everyone to take a look at. But
Zodiac.
Aries Zodiac, very well done.
Yeah, wow.
Very well
That might have
done.
been a winner if you'd have sent that in beforehand.
Oh yeah, easily. You would have you totally would have won Fapping the Realm. Damn, that's a good submission.
It's not too late to get Fapping the Realm trending, everybody. Fap it hard. Refap.
Yes. So, and by the way, the tweet captioned with "Weird stuff happens in the house." Weird stuff. So,
Is that weird or is that good? So I only see 2 guys in there, and one of them is watching. So it looks like a win to me.
it could be pretty awesome. So, thanks for that, Aries Zodiac. Appreciate it. All right, so let's talk some 2.2. The last time that we had a show, we've taken a couple of weeks off now, so that we could have some time to experience 2.2. There was also a holiday in there too that and then kind of.
It was very exciting.
It was exciting.
You guys are dicks.
It was a very excellent holiday.
Cannot be over-exaggerated.
There was a point where like 10 of us were making egg puns in the shout chat, and it was amusing.
We started the egg puns, thank you.
No, we did not. It was definitely Square Enix.
How was it? That was based off of Egg-Sighting from Mr. Kahlo here, Mr. Landis.
Yeah, because in all the years that there's ever been Easter, no one's ever decided, hey, we should make egg jokes, guys. That was totally us. For the first time ever in 2014.
We're going to just claim credit for it.
You know what else we're going to claim credit for?
I don't know.
Modern art. Yeah, that was all us. We started that shit.
Oh man. So yeah, let's talk some 2.2 here.
It's a decibel.
Yes, it is.
It comes after 1.
It
and also
does.
1.1, 1.2, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yep.
Infinitely after.
And not before 3, though. Not before 3.
Right.
And I think out of 1, 2, and 3, 2 is probably my favorite. It's right there in the middle. Good talk, guys. It's an even number. That 2.
Great. Awesome.
Not odd in the least.
Juxta, would you like to chime in?
It's a little odd, I think. I mean, not 100% odd, but I could see 2.2 being a little bit odd.
I disagree, but whatever.
So 2.2 saw the addition of a lot, including new turns of Coil and some new storyline quests. We also got the addition of being able to duty finder the first 5 turns of Coil and the Echo. So what have you guys been doing with your time in Orzea?
Atma.
Go ahead, Jux. You can go.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to Atma. Don't worry. We'll get there.
I'm not going to get there. Fuck that.
I have 1.
Wait, so I hear we
That's
can
infinitely
swear
more than I
on
have.
this show now? Is that a thing?
Say what?
We can swear on this show now?
Oh, fuck yeah.
We're the Howard
Now?
Sterns.
I haven't
Have you not been... You just said you were listening.
You're lying. Liar. Oh, just caught you red-handed. You're going into timeout. Turn her mic off.
Yeah, turn.
Oh, man. Okay, Kahlo, what have you been doing with... I've seen you actually logged in since 2.2.
I've been doing a lot of shit, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So I have Bard 50 now.
Grats.
Also got the Zenith bow. I probably should have written down the names of people that helped me. I had 4 people from the Laserbeam Raptor show help me out with Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan.
You know what we should do?
I know that one of them is that you actually had a name there that I saw, that Ryuichi?
Yes.
Kisaragi? He actually just came to our server a little while ago,
He sure
right?
did, yeah.
Yeah, he helped me out, and I wish I could remember the names of the other 3. If I could see the LS list, I'm sure they would jump out at me, but anyway, you 4 that helped me, that was really cool. Thanks for that.
Yeah, just you guys.
I know
Yeah.
it's exhausting helping Hollow out.
Also got Leathercraft to 50. My Fisher is 36 now. Fishing is so easy. Like, seriously, it is so damn easy.
Which is not to be expected.
You don't even have to look at the screen to
But
fish.
is it exciting?
It's not bad. Basically, you turn on a TV show, right? You put your fingers on numbers 2 and 3, that's where my macros are, and then you just watch TV. Hit 2 to cast, and then when you hear the fish pulling on the pole, you hit 3. You ain't even got to look at it.
That's it?
Then you hit 2, then you hit 3. That's all it is.
I feel like that might be a really good application of the remote play Vita thing on the PS4.
Ooh, maybe. Well, no, because it's unless it has like an audio cue, because it's different timing, so it's not like, you know,
It doesn't seem like fishing is really all that extensive.
it's not. No.
I've been trying to come up with a good one, and I'm just failing. Look at you go.
Yeah,
You'll
failing.
just explore your mind a little bit more.
If I remember correctly, though, Nico was always a fail from back in the other LBR
No,
days.
I don't believe so.
Did you ever get your NFI?
Wrong. I did actually before I quit that game. I did end up with NFI, believe it or not.
I'm shocked.
When it didn't matter. The point where it's
Yeah.
like, nope, Everyone else is like
No,
NC
they were
plus
Well, you
points
can go
now.
solo Sky now, so it doesn't matter.
Now it doesn't matter. When I got them, it mattered. Okay.
I think that's. I mean, other than that, collecting soldier tomes to get Evan Star gear. Retainers are awesome.
What are you building up? What are you focusing on building up now? Your Bard or your Black Mage stuff?
Well, Black Mage. I'm getting all my Black Mage gear first because I have the most fun on Black Mage. But I've actually been having a lot of fun on Monk, which is 35 now, and I could see myself making Monk be my main once I get to 50. Because
Fair enough.
It's a lot of fun. And I mean, there's not really anything new or exciting about it. I think I like the fact that every single thing you do has a different animation, so it makes you feel so cool and badass.
Yeah, I could see that. I leveled Monk to 42, and it just never clicked with me.
Monk is one of those jobs that's just fun to watch people play.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
I started leveling it because of Kian. He is my senpai, but he won't notice me.
you want to break dance?
I will let him
Is that
know.
what it is?
We need to hear what his excuses are.
Senpai. But yeah, retainers, like I said, lots of fun. Mine are 43 and 42,
Yeah,
so they bring back a lot of cool stuff.
I bet.
I've gotten
my
two-
my
I've gotten
retainers
two
are only
Mog
in the
weapons
20s
so far.
Nice.
2 Mog weapons and a Garuda weapon.
I hate when my retainers bring back copper rings on both of them. That is just terrible egg excrement.
Wow, that one was a stretch. That one was a stretch.
I don't need to see your exfoliants.
Wah!
The most important thing about 2.2, guys.
What?
The baby Opu Opu.
Oh,
Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
If
yeah.
you becken it, it climbs up your back and sits on your shoulder.
Yes, I
And if you're a Lalafell, it sits on your head.
Oh my gosh. I need one of those.
OMG.
Yeah, well, run a ton of Brave Flocks.
I've been running Brave
I
Flocks.
do.
It hasn't even dropped yet.
That's
seen
the
it
way.
drop once.
I just want. You want to say that's the right way to do minions, though. Like not having it be
Yeah,
a
having-
100% out of a chest every time you run the dungeon.
Having a minion cost 650k. That's a wonderful way to do minions.
Hey, how much does your title barding cost now?
my title barding is still 600k.
How much is it now on Auction House, though?
Mine's not on auction house. It's on my chocobo.
I think it's on, like, what, 275 you said?
Other title bardings are yes,
It's
but they're not.
245.
They're not good. They're not good
245
like
now.
mine.
Won't be long before it's under 200k.
That's quite a depreciation there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very depreciated.
Yes. So yeah,
I guess that's about it then that I've been doing and stuff. Things like that.
right on. Right on.
Aside from Coil 2,
And the coil that you don't know about because you never ask anymore.
Rough.
rough.
Raffle.
It is pretty rough. That Melusine is a hard fight. Everyone gets stoned instantly.
Instantly.
Everybody must get
Everybody
stoned.
does.
Everybody must get stoned.
Bad noobs.
Nika, since let's listen to interesting things that people are doing with their time on the game. What have you been doing?
Well, I'm not sure how interesting Atma is, but that's definitely a focus. Because the Paladin one is just too good. I can't not. So I've been working on the books, actually. I managed to get all 12 of the Atma somehow.
I bet. I
They
bet.
do exist, I promise.
Have you been farming Leviathan weapons?
Yes, actually.
Yeah?
And now that they've released the Tidal Wave Shield as a drop, I've been trying and failing in pug groups to kill Leviathan. I've killed it a bunch of times in my Link Shell, but pug groups fail.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
yeah. So where would you gauge now? Just so everyone's clear, I'm still back on Titan EX. Where would you gauge
Yeah.
the difficulty of Leviathan?
Personally, I don't think it's that hard. It took me a while to catch on to it until I realized that he almost always is a predictable dive location. And once you figure it out, it's definitely not as hard as Titan X.
No.
No. I would rank it about the same as Ifrit X, which I think is also easier than Titan, but
That's what I hear everyone saying is that Ifrit EX is a lot easier than Titan. That just Titan is just like a barrier for entry.
Titan, you kind of need to have like a rhythm, like a flow where everyone is kind of on top of each other all the time, flowing and moving together. Leviathan, there's some tricks you can kind of just like maneuver around, and there's a little bit. I think what makes it hard is that not only are you dodging, but then they'll drop like big puddles of things on you while you're supposed to be on one side of the ship, and then there's a bunch of like raindrop things falling on you, and then you end up on the wrong side and get knocked off.
All the things everywhere.
Kind of. But it's very rhythmic, though. It has the pattern, so once you figure it out, I don't think it's that hard. But for some reason, even with Titan X, no amount of echo will help with that, and if you can't dodge. And it seems that pickup groups can't dodge.
No. I can't even get pickup groups to the heart phase. It's pretty sad.
I just want to point out that I'm also on Titan EX, and I have gotten pickup groups to the heart phase and past. And whenever I go with a Nero, we don't get to the heart phase. So
I guess what the problem is.
Whenever one times.
To be fair,
so 100% though. 100% though is what you're saying. It's kind of hard to refute.
Well, statistically, you're correct. So
one Party Finder group that actually ran all 3 primals and like pretty much one-shotted all of them. But since then, no such luck. So I'm sitting sadly with my NQ Wave Shield because I'm not going to waste a mirror on that. I'd rather just get the tidal wave to drop.
So NQ.
And Moogle farming, that's another thing. King Moogle farming. Have you guys done that one?
No.
Where's that stand in the whole?
Yeah, where's the difficulty? I've heard people complaining
King Moogle
that
is easy.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Easy peasy.
It's really fun as a. There's a lot of free range with DPS. You have to kill all the Moogles and get them to a certain HP, but don't kill them until they're all at a low HP. And some people don't pay attention and they just kill them, and then the Moogle kind of like absorbs all their HP and becomes really strong, and that's stupid. But personally, I don't think it's very hard. But.
Speaking of Moogles, my retainer Worgen Freeman brought me back a Mog Axe.
Yay!
I know, yay!
Now you need to level Marauder.
Actually, that was my next thing. That's my only job or my only class that's under 30.
Oh, really?
So that's next.
I think the only one that's under 25 for me is Arcanist because I can't stand it.
Arcanist is
that
really,
one was
really
hard
fun.
to level.
At low levels, it's just the most boring.
It's a really gimp DPS at low levels.
Yeah,
sadly.
it's pretty terrible.
Doesn't Arcanist get a pet?
Yeah,
I thought your pet does all the work
it gets
for you.
carbuncle, but it's. You're not very. I don't know. I didn't like it. I thought it was really
it's
lame.
It's slow because you all your damage is basically through dots, and your nuke is 80 potency or something fucking terrible.
And it takes forever to cast.
Yeah, so basically,
and the casting animation is ridiculous.
Well, you eventually get level 2 of that, which is an instant cast, but you still have to wait on the global cooldown, so it's pointless. Same potency.
What?
But it's instant.
It's instant, so if you have to dodge or move, you can do that, which is
that's
good.
still dumb.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's dumb.
But the best part about Arcanist is at level 30, you get to be a scholar, which means you have a healer that's always with you, and you're still a DPS.
Auto heal.
EOS is great.
So Juxta, what have you been doing with your game time? What's the most interesting thing out of 2.2 for you?
Glamours.
Oh my god, glamours. I have not been over 100k and since it hit. Every time I get up to 70, 60, 80k, I for some reason have to go in the auction house and just start buying all the glamours and stuff.
Oh my god.
He glamours earrings as well.
Yeah, well, they're not.
Some earrings are cool.
They're not gonna. Fucking yellow earrings don't match my black and red hairstyle. I have to have the red coral earrings. Duh.
This is happening right now.
No, I agree.
Yeah, you're a girl. Of course you agree.
That makes sense.
You've been accessorizing all your life.
When you look as good as I do, you have to make sure every aspect of your life is as fabulous, if not more so. That includes
when you
earrings,
look as fabulous as he does.
And bracelets. I glamoured my bracelet on my...
Look fabulous for us.
No, I'm about to glamour my necklace because have you seen the Moogle ribbons? They are so weird. They're
when do you get them?
We need to get this on Twitter now.
What?
Him being fabulous.
Where do you get those Moogle ribbons at?
They're from King Mogul X. He drops level. Let me see. I level 100 necklaces.
Yeah,
and
'cause
they're like ribbons that look like like fetish ribbons.
Because on my Link glamour that I have, I was wearing like the Allegan just normal Allegan tanking thing, and it's like all yellow and gross looking. So I just glamored like whatever the green one is. And it's just like normal green jewelry, and now it looks awesome. It's like
is it okay if we get back to the show and you ladies can go and get your nails did a little bit later?
We're talking about what is the best part of 2.2, and it is clearly glamour. I also have Hildebrand set up on my Bard. Hildebard. There's this sword that apparently was only in 1.0, but now in 2.2 they like made it so you could craft it, so I bought that for like $80K.
Is that the one that sort of like folds up and
no,
like it's got some weird animation that when you draw it, like it no
not
okay.
even a little bit. It's like kind of like white, but it's got like kind of like blue, almost coralish on the hilt part. It's kind of cool looking.
Okay,
I enjoy it. It was also $80K.
Well, you waste so much money on this shit.
Yeah, that's a waste of money.
You waste
it's okay.
so much money on this shit.
My first glamour I had on my Paladin was I bought all the ripped, or was it ripped? It might have been torn or something like that. Maybe vintage chef's outfit. So I was like a chef, and it was
oh my god,
yellow.
He looked like a giant Pikachu. I am not even fucking.
You're not even fucking.
No, not
even
kidding.
fucking.
Seriously, when I zoned in the first time we did a Brave Fox, because his ears are black, his tail is black, he was a giant Pikachu.
And I had the maddening dagger and like some stupid tiny ass shield, so it's like it was like my cutting board and my little chopping knife. It was great.
Chef Pikachu. It was unreal.
The cool thing about the glamour system is that people have been coming up with all kinds of like different different outfits from previous games of the Final Fantasy series. Like I saw a pretty good Quistis the other day.
Someone's done like
bad.
a Cammy from Street Fighter.
I saw a Cammy. Yeah, that one was pretty good. But like all kinds of weird, like there's like Mario. I'm pretty sure I've seen somebody did a Lalafell Mario.
I did Link.
Glamour contest.
Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Fine, whatever. Nero's complaining that we're not getting the exposure that we normally have. But no, let's do glamour. Juxta's idea was, let's make all our listeners do all the work and plug us for us at the end. And you send us screenshots as proof, and then one lucky winner gets the CD. But no, let's do glamour contest. That's so great. Good idea. Bravo, Collar. You're the girl now. Who's the girl now? You're the girl now, dog.
You mad?
You jelly.
I'm not jelly. You seem a little jelly. You want some peanut butter to go with that?
Jelly.
Uh-huh.
Pudding.
You guys,
Oh my gosh! Remember I told you I had a surprise for you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Nero now. Be right back.
All right, later. So that's what I've been doing mostly. I've also been doing my Beastman quests. I just got done with Kobolds today. Got my bomb chair.
Oh, I saw it. It's
Oh,
you sit on it
dude.
like you're about to pounce off. It was kind of
I know.
That's awesome. I really do want that bomb chair.
No,
But
you don't.
No, really?
You don't want it.
Why?
Why? Why? Because you're not actually doing the quests. That's why you don't want it. If you wanted it, you would actually go do it.
All right, so near where I work, we have this amazing chocolate store, right?
Okay.
And I get a discount.
Oh,
being
yeah.
there.
You were talking about how you spent $15 on chocolate.
It's so amazing. Because you spend $15, then you get 10 free truffles. So I got 55 truffles for $15.
Wow, that's
That's a lot of fucking candy, and it's delicious. And I had brought one for Juxta and myself for the ride here. But since I forgot, and he's being a dick, I'm going to give you one so you can pick. I don't know what flavors they are.
I want the pink one.
Okay. These are so good.
You should mail me one.
Ah, yes, white chocolate. Oh, my God.
I'm keeping your gift now.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oh,
And just so you know,
Oh,
my
it's filled
gift
with
was
something.
a lot.
Right?
holy shit.
Oh, my God. It's so good.
And see, just so the listeners at home know, they can't tell if they can't tell that Nero's actually eating his microphone again.
I still have like 30 of these at home.
I'd lick it right now, but I'd get chocolate all over it. I think you're just mad because you didn't get chocolate.
I don't want chocolate.
You wouldn't.
I have to maintain my girlish figure.
I just tweeted him, or I just texted him a picture he's going to put on Twitter. They will see your girlish figure.
Denmo in the chat room says that he saw an Iron Man earlier on Twitter. Glamour. I'm assuming he's talking about.
Oh my god! Oh,
What the hell?
the cactar earring. He just mentioned the cactar earring that you get for.
Yeah.
I forgot to get it.
Oh, did you really?
I did.
Oh, you stupid son of a bitch!
I am a stupid.
My retainer's wearing mine right now.
Fuck off.
Nika's retainer has the cactar earring, but you don't.
Did you get the bomb earring at least?
No, well, if I didn't get the cactar earring, why would I get the bomb
You
earring?
did them at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We have a stupid idea. A Nero.
I forgot. Sorry. What was that from? That was like from some like
FanFest or
It
something?
was like a fan fest if someone on your server defeated something or other, and like every server won, so everyone.
That's
won.
right. That's
then-
right. And no, it was the Titan challenge that they did out at some event. I
Well, don't
remember.
feel bad, Jux. I didn't get them either.
Well, you don't care about it.
I don't know. A cactar or bomb earring would have been pretty cool.
Cactar earring is perfect because it gives you +1 to all stats. at
Yeah,
level
it's
10.
it's legit. It's probably
and
the
spoilers,
best
guys.
earring that you can get up to like level 14.
I don't
for-
think it was Moogle Mail, Denmo. I believe it was. You had to go talk to an NPC to get it.
Yeah, it was definitely NPC.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, because my account was active, but I didn't get none.
And spoilers, just so everyone knows, if you're living a mage job, so you need int or mind, there's actually no earrings except for the plundered earring up until like level 20, 30.
Yeah, it's a great earring until the 20s or whatever.
Which is bullshit because the plundered earring sells in the auction house for 50k.
Where does that come from?
I think it's
It's
one of the
so I
early-
assume
yeah,
it's like in the dungeon.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
one
like
of the early
Stasha
dungeons.
or Copperbell?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's not bad.
And I haven't saw one drop ever.
I
So,
bought the plundered bandana for my retainer.
You gotta have one of those. It's dumb. Actually, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool looking.
I give it props.
Props. I have them.
So what level are your retainers at, Juxta?
Mine, my highest is
How many do you have?
4.
You paid for more retainers?
Fuck yes,
You
I
paid
did.
actual money for more retainers.
I fucking love retainers.
How do you get enough ventures for that? I run out all the time.
Lots and lots of Grand Company seals. Oh god,
So do you like grind fates or something for those?
No,
or do you
but-
like turn in? Do you buy items and turn?
Yeah,
them
you're going to need to start Atma grinding just for the seals.
No. Between the Grand Company provision thingies and,
Yep.
deliveries, and between doing your soldier tomes and just turning in any green or blue gear that you get for more company seals, it's fine.
and needing on any Dark Light gears that drops in the hard modes, that's 108 right there.
Yeah, doing Brave Flocks and anything that drops out of those.
That's
the green
true.
or
I
the
finally
blue. Yeah.
went through all my retainers and started digging out. I had like 50 pieces at least of not more of green and pink gear.
Oh, I've had to do that
Each
a couple of times.
retainer. that I've been
no, what are you
holding
doing?
since.
That's terrible. Never get rid of your green gear. That's like 90% of the time. That's unique gear that has unique
Well,
armor
I still
stuff.
have some of it, like some of the
Some of it.
like some of the stuff that looks
Some of
cool. I mean,
Some
of it.
so-
Some of
Some
it.
of it.
I
Addition.
Well, I mean, no. If you're rocking like eye level 95, like Nika is, and you've got like an eye level 60
Except
green piece for what? Glamour? For glamour?
That's what we just said.
I said, to be
That was
fair,
the program.
I kept some of the cool looking ones, like the faux strikers and some of the acolyte stuff. I kept that because it is cool looking.
And now
I've never
he
even
can't-
bothered to equip it to see what it looks like.
That's because you're an idiot. And the worst part, I have to collect all the Dark Light all over again because you can dye it now.
I know! Oh, I'm so upset. I actually didn't know until after I'd already turned them all in that if you gave your Darklight gear to your retainer, you could then collect it again.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can.
oh yeah, duh.
Yeah, otherwise I'd still have all of it, but I'm
Yeah,
like,
all
I
the-
want to be able to get it from the, dungeons to turn in for more company seals.
I have so much fucking gear. I am at like 130, 140 slots on my retainer of just gear, not
Well,
weapons.
that's why I did it.
just
I was
gear.
at max on both my retainers, and I'm like, I need to empty space. I
Yeah,
was
but
saying-
instead of clearing any space out, Juxta's like, I'll just give more money to Square Enix.
All
Fuck
right,
it.
just so you know, I am at 140 on gear alone. I'm at about 160 60 on my item retainer. I'm at like 49. No, I think more like 70 item slots on my high quality item retainer, and I'm at 30, maybe 40 on my weapons retainer. So I actually need more retainers, Square Enix. Please, please let me buy more retainers.
They only let you buy 2?
Yeah, I bought all of them. By the way, just in case anyone cares, my retainers' names are Sherry Shopkeep, Cat Scratch, she's a Mikote, Worgen Freeman, who's a Taru, and the fourth one.
The fourth one?
The fourth one.
Is the fourth one like ran together? Is that the one that's run together?
Yeah, well, it's the fourth one. You can't have spaces on your retainers.
Right.
So, yeah, it's the fourth one. She's Rodigan.
I think I should also point out, which I think is dumb, that as far as turning in gear for company seals go, Darklight is like the highest tier that you can turn in. You can't turn in anything else. I thought that was dumb. Because what
Or
the
you
fuck?
want to turn in soldier items? Or?
No, but like for example,
CT gear?
CT gear or gear that you get from even normal mode
Actually,
primals.
CT gear at this point, yeah, that makes total sense. Does anyone run CT anymore at all?
I've ran it a few times
People
because I'm
do.
trying to get the Ballad and Fuma gear because I would rather have all that stuff. So when I get something to 50, boom, it's item level 80 already. You know.
Yeah.
I have not gone in there since the patch hit.
I've gone in
Me
twice.
either.
And the first time there was a link shell free company that was trolling everybody by wiping everything.
Seems legit.
Thanks, dicks.
That's what they're aiming for.
Miss Misery. No, Miss Vodka was the name of the leader. So Miss Vodka, whoever and wherever you are,
We salute you.
fuck you.
Oh man,
You're not cool. Your name sucks.
So let's talk a little bit about forward end game progression, because we finally got to see where the next tier of gear was headed, and of course the next turns of coil. So why don't we talk to our resident coil expert here, Nika?
Okay.
Oh,
What's up?
What are your impressions of the new turns of coil in terms of difficulty?
They're hard.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh yeah, I would say like T5 level of hard. Like T1, 2, and 4 are like, I don't know, those are easy. Like I'm looking like T6. I'm trying to think. Our group. I mean, it's hard to progress. I feel like you have to really have a group that pays attention. T5 is a bit more scripted, where it's kind of like you learn its moves and it will always do the same thing. T6 is a little more random.
Oh,
And
good.
you kind of have to adjust on the fly a little bit. Like it'll spawn little stupid bramble things, and you have to kind of run into it to avoid getting nommed on. And it'll be in a different position every time, and you have to if one person decides that, oh crap, I'm on the other side of the arena, I can't make it to that side, I'm just going to run into this one. The rest of your party has to pay attention to make sure that they don't get eaten up, and they have to adjust. And some people just are not good on the fly thinkers, and it makes it very difficult.
Not that, Nika is thinking of anyone in particular.
I just want to say that out of all that, you took the words right out of my mouth, so I don't really have much to add to that. It's a really good job.
So
With all your T6 experience, correct?
is there a week-long lockout on doing turns 6 through 9?
Yep, it's just like when 1 through 5 came out originally. Now 1 through 5 are repeatable, and 6 through 9 is the week-long lockout.
It does seem kind of ridiculous that they didn't even add the options for the new turns in Party Finder.
Why?
Because it just seems
you
like
have to go back to the original place to actually enter.
I think so.
Like you were doing with 1
You
through
do.
5
You have to go to
originally? Yeah.
Falguard Float to enter.
Dumb.
Yeah, why? I don't really understand the decision behind
Because the true meaning of endgame is everyone gathering at the same spot to enter.
that. Because
That's what separates it.
Funny.
Because we want in the world and not in the city.
Well, what do you mean it's not in... You mean Duty Finder or Party Finder?
Party Finder.
Because it is in Party Finder.
I don't think it is. I've never.
I'm looking at it right now. It is.
Is it? Oh.
It's not called turn 6. It's called the second coil, turn 1.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. So there's the binding coil turns 1 through 5, and then the second coil turns 1 through 4.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know in here. You can't. It's not unlocked for you, is it?
Well, you can see things that
You
are
can-
unlocked in Party
Yeah,
Finder.
you can. Actually,
No, you can't.
Actually, I wonder if you click recruit members and you can't do it, you might not be able to see it.
Maybe not.
No, I'm positive you can't, because when I scroll down to look for Titan EX, I just scroll all the way down and Titan EX is at the bottom. It was like that for Garuda.
Yeah, you can't see if you haven't cleared Titan. You probably can't see Ifrit.
You can't see Ifrit. Have you seen Ifrit? Have they added Ifrit EX to the party finder? Because I don't think they have yet.
I've seen Ifrit EX parties recruiting, and I don't have Ifrit EX on
right, which means you can't see it if you. Well, I mean, you can't see it in the recruit members.
No, I think the thing that was throwing me off is that everyone's shorthand for it is turn 6, and I would just scroll through and see turn 1, and I didn't even look to see. Oh, it's second coil.
Right. If it says second coil turn 1, that's T6 party.
I just thought people were loading up, like the turn 1 for just to cue the party finder so that everyone could see it. Okay,
and you don't necessarily have to, when you're making a party finder, actually choose your little heading thing. Like for
that's
example,
true. Yeah, you can make your own
for fates, but some people just in general just at my party.
Right.
There's also one that just says read comment or something.
Yeah,
and you can put whatever you want there.
Yeah,
those are the worst kind of people.
I want them to die.
By the way, I want to send a shout out and tell everyone to follow Elitist Party Finder on Twitter. If you haven't followed that yet, that's a great Twitter account to follow. You can see all of the different assholes that post ridiculous shit in their Party Finder messages. So how far have you gotten? How far have you cleared through the second coil?
I'm currently working on T7, so second coil turn 2. So we've cleared T6. The first time it took quite a while, but then last time we pretty much one-shotted it. So it's kind of, once you've got it down, you're pretty good. T7's a little more scripted. We should get it soon, I believe. So praying. We run almost every night working on it, so it's hard.
That sounds awful.
It is very hard. I agree. Which is really to be expected, because it's the next, it's
the next
turn
tier.
2.
It's the next tier.
They're not going to make it easier.
I mean, it's definitely hard. I believe it's a bit like T6 and 7 are a lot harder than like T1 and 2 in terms of like a jump in difficulty. Like 6 and 7 are probably about the same difficulty, but they're way harder than like 4 and 5.
See, but I'm not sure that I expected it. I expected the difficulty to reset after turn 5. I thought it was like everything past turn 5 was going to just get harder and harder and harder.
Yeah, it really is, which is good. I mean, I would be really disappointed if I had cleared like 13-9 in 2 weeks. So
right. Well, and how do you like? Is the content something that you can just gear past? Like, it seemed like there was a lot of, with turns 1 through 5, if you geared well enough, it became really, really easy. Do you foresee the same things happening with turn 6, or is there more? I mean, you said it was a bit more randomized. So
yes and no. I mean, there is some DPS checks for sure. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to beat down brambles or they're going to eat you, and it's just not. So I think it seems about the same. Like in the first set, you had the Allagan gear on par with the AF2 or AF +1, whatever you call that, the myth gear. And if you're going for like best in slot, they're about evened out. And this is about the same with the soldiery tomes and the gear, the high Allagan gear.
The high Allagan gear, and then you're talking the upgraded version of like the weathered gear that we're getting through soldiery tomes, right?
Even the weathered gear though is pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent.
It is I-100, and I think if you were fully decked out in like the weathered gear, it would definitely make T6 a lot easier. Going into T6, as a lot of us are now, who are like fully I-90 or I-91, it's definitely a lot harder than I think once we've all got I-100. But I mean, it still involves thinking on the fly, and that's hard.
And the items that you need to upgrade those weathered pieces, those come out of the new turns of coil, right?
Yes,
yeah.
I do know that one of them comes out of T7 for upgrading. I don't know if it's just for the accessories or for all of them. I'm not really sure, honestly. But something drops from T7 that lets you upgrade weathered pieces, so here's to hoping we can clear that soon.
They really added a whole lot of incentive to do the second coil of Bahamut. I mean, not just for the gear that drops out of it, but for upgrading the weathered stuff. That's
right. You can't just get a fully upgraded like piece with tomes like you could with the myth pieces.
Yeah, totally. And we had talked about this. That was something that we had talked about on the Limit Breaking News to have upgradable gear. And
one thing I
seems
am
like Square Enix
disappointed
is one step
about
ahead of us.
though with the weather weathered gear.
Yeah.
Is it isn't like the previous myth gear where like an upgraded version of like relic basically, because certain classes share it, which it was a little bit of a letdown for, because especially with, again, myth being the first sort of one that you get with these tomes, and then being your relic gear. I was under the assumption that with each new tier that came out, it would sort of be an embodiment of what your class is, you know? So the fact now that, like, for example, you know, Black Mage shares with, what, Summoner is it?
Summoner.
And I'm assuming the 2 tanks probably share theirs, and the 2 healers and stuff. I'm just a little disappointed, because, you know, I like being able to see, you know, what different, you know, armor styles and creations, you know, they come up with.
Sure, but at the same time, the accumulation of soldiery tomes would make that process really difficult, especially if you know, like, I actually like gear that you can use between the 2 tank jobs, because eventually I'm gonna finish off my paladin.
But the thing is, there's new gear that actually drops in coil, right?
Yeah.
So there's still coil gear,
right?
That stuff's shared. So I always assume that, like, you know, what you got from coil would be like the shared stuff that, you know, you can get a little bit quicker, that you have more access to.
Yeah.
Whereas, again, the tome gear is like, you know, your AF or your tier gear, and that's something that's always going to be an embodiment and a reflection of what your actual job or your class is.
And that's true, because in Myth you got separate gear. Like the Summoner and Black Mage had separate artifact, but the
as long as it doesn't become a trend,
is shared.
Yeah, so like if the next, you know, tier of it that comes out is, again, you know, like Black Mage only, Summoner only, Paladin only, then I guess that's cool. I can deal with, like, you know, every other, but it is cool to be able to, you know, to have a piece of gear that says, this is what I am.
Yeah.
You know?
I am what I am.
I am what I am. I'm a Black Mage. I'm going to suck.
I would have to agree with this weathered knocked body, because I have to say that it looks really ugly on girls. Just going to throw that out there.
I think it looks really ugly. The tank body.
Oh, the tank piece.
It's got like this 6-pack and these pectoral muscles built into the armor, and on my character, it just
Gladiator.
Especially because I'm already like a big beefy chick. Like, putting this on me makes me look like a dude, and I think it's terrible.
I think spoilers, you kind of looked like a dude before.
No,
anyway.
I don't. My chick is a bombshell. I don't know what you're talking
if
about.
If it wasn't for the fact that you wear like bikinis and stuff, whenever I see a female Rogdoran, at first I think that they are a male Elvan. Elizan, whatever. Yeah, I always have to do a double take.
That's
sometimes.
the main reason I've been glamoring this piece, because it's ugly.
I'm a girl.
That's
why.
I mean, I know that everyone's wearing it and nobody seems to glamour it, but I actually fucking hate the weathered knock body. I'm with you, Nika.
See, I think it looks okay on guys. I just think at least on girls, usually they could at least have, like, you know, some place for my curves to like not be squished against the inside of this armor, and it just looks.
Nico wants boob armor. That's what it amounts to.
But
there should have been a boob window. That's what you needed.
No.
That's what you needed.
Style.
That's what you needed in the weathered Lochner.
I do like that that it's a female piece of gear that's fully armored, because I do think it's stupid for girls to be tanking in like little stupid things, which is totally wild.
I was gonna say, isn't that what you do?
So I do appreciate that the armor looks like a piece of tank gear, but it's possible to have like curves in the armor so that my boobs aren't squished against it. I don't know. I just think it looks stupid.
Boobs get in the way when you're tanking, okay?
But what do you think of the weathered Evan Star pants though for girls?
I don't know what they look like on my character, so
they have fishnet.
It's basically fishnet panties.
I've seen them. I don't know. I need to. I've only seen one person wearing them, so I don't have it.
Is that the set that has the top hat too?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Even Star, best ever on girls.
I mean, I think they're okay.
He doesn't
like the top hat.
The top is like a tutu for girls,
Mikote.
and it looks really dumb.
The Mikote.
I'm not looking at the tutu.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm looking at the boob window.
What does it look like on guys? I don't think I've ever even seen it.
I don't know what the pants look like on guys yet. For the top, it's kind of like an evil jester sort of thing. I think it looks really cool. I like the top hat concept, but the problem is, look, all right. So the Weaver's Gibbous is a top hat, right?
The what?
The Weaver's Gibbous.
The Weaver's AF.
Yeah.
Gibbous.
It's a top hat, but it's tinier, right? Mm-hmm. So then what they do is they put on like a black skull cap on you and then put that on top of it. So if it wasn't for the black weird skull cap, it would be really cool. Well, they did the opposite thing, in my opinion, with the Evan Star hat. It's too big now. Like, it just seems really, really huge with this huge wide brim, and it
just seems like something the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland
fine. I think it's a cool idea. I think that like a Mad Hatter style hat is really cool, but it just seems
ridiculously huge on me.
You know what I heard, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, but upgraded, like when you move it from like
weathered into non-weathered.
Yeah, you can dye the pieces after you upgrade.
That would be cool.
What?
That's what I hear. I don't know if it's true or not. I have no idea.
You are our resident.
I am
endgamer.
not sure, honestly.
You're fired.
I don't have any of
Get
those.
off our radio show.
And I mean, no one in my
You are
my
our
team-
correspondent of Endgame. What are you doing?
No
A
one
whole
in
lot
my
of
static
nothing,
is obviously
apparently.
clear T7 either, so I don't know.
I think we need to get Blue Garter
contacts
on
that
here.
have cleared it. I can ask.
I don't really
You
like.
guys remember Blue Garter?
They beat tier 9.
They were the
Yeah,
first
Blue
to be.
Garter is like first.
And
They're
how
killing it.
dare they release their video on how they won?
What?
They released their video
Okay.
so the whole world knows how to beat tier 9.
Good.
How dare they? Can you
Look at
imagine
his
the
facial
gall?
expressions right now.
It
He
is
is really
terrible.
into this. Look at
No,
his
actually,
eyebrows.
when there was when people first started clearing T6 and 7 for a long time, they purposefully did not put up their winning videos so that
As
they would
they
be able
should.
to get the first to clear T9, and then they started releasing their videos because people want to be first, and then they don't care.
That's true.
That was me being a sarcastic forum troll because
I know because that's what people were saying.
people were legitimately upset about that because people are stupid.
People are pretty stupid.
People are stupid.
Going back to cool stuff, I don't really like the way the soldiery bard stuff looks, the Aurora.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
Have you seen the monk body? That looks cool.
Have I? Where?
I've worn it
I haven't.
a whole bunch. It's glamored now because I just got tired of it.
Well, I don't think I really paid attention then.
That's what I mean. It doesn't really look like anything. It's kind of boring. I kind of like the hat because you can visor it, but it's really boring. The monk one is the same thing except it's black.
No,
The monk looks cool.
The monk one is okay. I still
clearly the best piece that Bard got was the body that drops out of the new dungeons. That blue one.
No, the I-70.
Shikari?
Yeah. Have you gotten that yet?
No. Kyle has it.
I have the body and I
have
have
the
the boots. I lost the gloves twice, but I'm going to get the whole gear before
It's a
glamour it
really good looking set.
That's what I hear.
They did
I
a
have-
really good job with it.
I have hands. I have I have hands, head, feet, and legs. No body.
So you just need the body.
Yeah, literally.
I have that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, no, I've
Give it
gotten
to
it.
him.
I've actually gotten it twice because I just turned in for company seals the other day.
I've never seen it drop.
I've never seen it either.
It's a good looking piece. It was one of the first ones that someone had put a screenshot up of, and I was really kind of impressed.
I don't know if I like it.
No,
I have to see what it looks like in my character, but I'm actually not sold on it. I am farming for it, but we'll see. I don't know if it beats Hildebard.
The Allegan body for Bard looks kind of cool. It's like really armored.
What'd you say?
The Allegan Bard body?
No, Hildebard.
No.
We don't care about Allegan.
these guys don't do coil. You're not going to sell them on it.
Apparently, I'm sorry.
You don't know that.
We don't do coil, Kahlo.
No, never done coil before.
Let's bring on Nika. She's our endgame correspondent.
I can deal with that title. That's kind of cool.
Corresponds with the games of Endgame.
The Game of Ends. Game of Thrones.
Ending Throne.
End
You
of,
guys done?
End of Thrones.
Done?
Are we
Are we done?
A little bit more?
A little more. Let's go a little more.
It's not the end of this game yet.
Nope.
This is just the start of this game.
Go on a little bit more. Let's keep going. Okay.
All right, that's the end.
Okay, for now.
We're done.
Time out. Pause.
to be continued.
To be continued. Turn 2.
Turn 1 of that's over. That's Endgame
That's
turn
it.
1.
What'd you get? You got no loot.
No
It's
loot.
actually turn 3.
That's like ADS. No loot for you.
It's not true. You can get an ADS plate now, and you can craft it into that cool table.
Oh, that's
Oh, cool table.
table.
Oh, we get the furnishings in our house.
Let's raid for furnishings, guys.
That's right. You gotta go do that. Okay, down them. Let's log out and come back in.
What?
A lot has changed since you've been on the show, Nick. You need to get with the program, okay?
I am so confused.
That's okay. We are too. Drugs
help.
What else was added in 2.2? I'm blanking on things.
Retain.
The retainer ventures.
Yeah,
We
the
talked
retainer
about. We
ventures.
kind of talked about
Did
those.
we? Because they are pretty cool. They can bring back all kinds of sweet stuff.
Now, I've decided that my retainers go out together and talk about me and just hang out and then come back and bring me identical things every time.
That happens a lot. That happens a lot. You get I'm like, oh, more fish and more fish. Great.
There was one time, I still won't forget this. I think they just went out and got breakfast together because they both came back. One came back with a deviled egg. One came back with a fried egg. It's like,
They
they're
just go out and
out
gossip
making
about
eggs,
you.
gossiping, hanging out, coming back and just bringing me one for them.
Yeah, here, your venture's done. Here's my leftovers. Bye.
I know. It's like, and they're like, it's my best work yet. I'm like, oh, really?
I had I had both my retainers bring back chubs. I'm like, really?
They brought back what?
Chub.
What's
It's a
the
fish.
fish I get a lot?
My favorite story so far. This happened the other day to a friend of mine. We're on Skype at the time that her retainers had came back. Right?
Yeah.
Brought her a copper ring. She just goes off on her retainer because she's like, I can make those. I can high quality those. You bring me a normal one back, and the best thing is the response when this particular retainer comes back says, "Don't act like you ain't impressed." She was so upset at him.
I got a stuffed Araman that I sold on the market board for $70K.
It's not bad.
I think.
Oh, did you hear? Oh, they're changing it now, so certain furnishings can't be got from retainers, aka like the primal shit.
Like,
so you can't list them on the.
like the Crag Soul lamp.
Yeah, like
I better take that off before it sells because the price might go back up. I have one of those.
I think like carbuncle couches and stuff like that.
Those are super expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
just
they
got
wanna-
a Tomberry couch from
Yeah,
mine.
like-
That's the most expensive thing. It sold for like $100K.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're that kind of
Carbuncle
shit-
rubies though go for like millions right now.
Right. What is that?
It's every single piece of carbuncle furniture requires a carbuncle ruby.
You know, but like, where do you get it?
Oh, I have no fucking clue.
Oh, well, that's great.
That's probably why it's so expensive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supply and demand. That is why it's expensive.
Economics. You just learned something on LBR.
Bitch.
Economics, bitch.
That was the meme I was referencing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Good job, guys. Way to go. Way to go. So, what's the best thing that your retainers have brought back so far? I mean, I got a Moogle salad fork. That was about it.
Yeah, I've gotten two. Like I said, I've gotten two Moogle weapons. As far
I've never
as
gotten that stuff.
as far as XP wise goes, it was those. But as far as something that's came back that I've actually been able to use, I think I got a piece of furniture that sold for about $100K. I don't remember what it was, but yeah.
Junk like that.
I've
I
never
think-
gotten any
actually-
weapons.
I think I got the Allegan table. Now that I think about it, or the
ADS table.
I think so because I would look at it, I'm like, what the fuck is this thing? Obviously, it's good because I got my retainer got like 200K experience.
I'm pretty sure Kyle got one of those too.
Whoa.
Sounds like a crow. What the fuck is that? Whatever. Let's move on.
Oh, these are what I get. Bone crayfish. I think I get one of those every other venture.
They bring back a lot of fish, don't they?
Yes.
Or Malm kelp. I've
And I
gotten
get
that more than a few times.
Riviera pieces of roofs and walls a lot.
Gudgeons. I get a lot of gudgeons.
Fucking chubs. Fucking chubs.
But I'm jealous of people who get like weapons from them. I've never gotten any of that stuff.
I got a Mog
bow
axe.
and Mog lance.
I mean, I've gotten, I think the Tomberry couch was the most expensive, and then I got a blue fox hide. I don't even know what it makes, but it sold for like $70K.
Well, you see, you know what you guys' problems are. You gotta buy more retainers.
Mine are doing just fine. Morble saliva was another good one I got. Sold for $80K.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Where the fuck does this come
At first, when she brought that back, I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I'm so sick of this shit." And then I checked, and I'm like, "Ooh, good job."
Yeah, literally check every item that your retainer brings back. I mean,
it's so much work.
75% of the time it'll be nonsense, but every once in a while,
You never know when it's actually a crafting material that's worth something.
exactly.
Mine brought me some yellow dye most recently. I don't.
I got fine wax out of Hawk Manor and was about to throw it away because, first of all, Hawk Manor and fine wax doesn't seem like anything.
Yeah.
That sold for $50K
Oh wow,
Whoa.
not bad,
Yeah.
not bad.
out of Hawk Manor. Not even hard mode, just normal Hawk Manor. Yeah.
Yeah.
GG me.
2.2 also had Gilgamesh and Hildebrand quests.
Oh, they did. I still haven't done those.
Wait, wait.
Slash
I have
M
not done those yet.
slash M dance.
Now, to be fair,
There
it
is
was
no fairness.
There is no fairness.
is
We're going to
LDR.
relentlessly pound you with horribleness.
To be fair,
You're dumb. You're a noob. To be fair.
Two things.
There's two of them, guys.
Oh,
To
two
be
of
fair,
the
we
things.
need
Okay,
two of
let's
them.
hear the let's
For
hear the
justice, fairness, and justice for all.
All right,
two things.
One.
Let's hear the second thing. No, let's go to the second thing first.
Start with number two.
Number two.
It's like a countdown. Do
Yeah.
number two.
I haven't done. Okay, fine. Number 2. I haven't done any Hildebrand quest. Like
Still no excuse.
None.
Wow,
We knew
okay.
Not even the first one.
We knew
Okay,
that. You're
so
wasting
you're
our time.
so you're terrible.
No, first thing. This is the first thing now.
You can't say the same thing again. That's wrong. That's not how this works.
Come on, we're trying to be fair.
And the first thing is that it was just last week that I completed the actual storyline stuff that they added.
There's nothing fair about that. You're horrible.
Yeah,
the
you're
worst
terrible.
player of
Why?
this game.
Because I have to work 3
Yeah.
jobs?
Whoa, look at 3 jobs.
Here's this again.
3 jobs.
We hear this every week. Just so you listeners know, we hear this every weekend. And Nero's like, "Have you guys done Coil yet?" And we're like, "No, you need to get on. There's no excuse for not doing Coil." And then we're like, "Have you done the story quests that take like all of?" "No, I haven't done the story quest. I have to work 3 jobs." I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Now, in my opinion, the Hildebrand quest should be the first things you do.
Oh,
Slash M dance. Slash M
Before,
dance.
even before the story quest.
Although the fight scene with Yugiri and whatever his fucking name is that I don't
And
like.
Thancred.
Stupid.
Pretty badass.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, she's pretty fucking awesome.
That was great.
And we have stuff to talk about regarding her. Please look forward to it.
Yeah, that'll be coming up in part 2 of the show. I think we're pretty much done with part 1. Ooh, an hour on the nose. Yes, we are done with
Wait,
part
no.
1.
We have to talk about more stuff from 2.2.
What else was there?
We kind of talked about Leviathan, right?
Beastman quests.
Kind of
yeah.
talked about that.
Yeah,
You
I
had
mean,
got
they-
your
they have
chair.
new ones.
Cool
Yep,
about
you got
that
your
chair. Sahagins are got a lizard thing.
Elves.
which actually looks
Elves.
kind of cool.
It looks kind of cool, but looks too much like my Battle Drake, so I went with kobolds first.
The chair is definitely cool.
I'm really
It
disappointed
is.
that the Sylph one is a Gubu, because I have a Gubu from
Goobos are dumb.
1.0,
Not
and then
everybody
I just
has the
maxed out
Gubu
Sylph.
from 1.1.
It's stupid. The Goobos are
And
really
I already
dumb.
have a Gubu, so I'm not going to waste money on this one.
I
Exactly.
did
Why
notice
would
this,
you
though.
not buy the mounts?
I did notice this though.
Mount
Next
plus one.
time you're on your Gubu, really watch the way it walks because it's really awkward and yet mesmerizing at the same time. And I really wish I hadn't have noticed because now I can't look away whenever I'm riding one. It's just like, ugh, really?
Well, just don't ride the Goobu.
Well, there's a quest though for the Sylph, so you have to.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to go and you
you're
have to
still
vomit
doing
on
the
things.
Sylph quests. Oh, that's
Sylph
cute.
quests are terrible. Actually.
Yeah, they really pissed me off. Like, it's all about, like, hey, sneak in here and do this. It's like, no, I don't want to sneak into here and fucking do this. Let me go in and just flare the shit out of everything.
All 4 of the other Beastman quests are more like, they're laid out more centrally, but the Sylph quests are, you have to run so far, and they're like, sneak all the way to this place without getting hit by the things that shoot range at you.
But-
That is entirely incorrect because the kobold quests are even more fucking spread out and far out of the way.
I don't even care how spread out they are. That quest that you're just talking about, like, if you didn't have a time limit, fine, right? Don't get hit by it, because then you can wait for them not to look. But the fact that you have a time limit, you can't stop. So it's literally just a game of chance. Are they going to be looking at you? Because if they are, you fail. Walk all the way back and try again.
Because you lose 10 seconds every time something hits you.
Yeah, so I
and the
actually
thing
had
is that everything, I think, in the Sylph hits you with ranged stuff.
Yep.
Okay,
And
but
so
the-
you can't even run away from it. I think the amount of times I failed that, like, Budling one where you have to run from all the way to one end, all the way back to the beginning, and then I get all the way to the very, very end. I'm like 2 seconds and I get hit and I lose it. I have to run all the way back. I almost rage quit. It was just stupid.
Yeah, I had to have, what's his name? Ryuichi came out and actually cleared things for me because I
Wow.
just could not do it.
You guys are terrible. at
You're
this game.
terrible at this game.
Not every time
I
that
maybe
happened,
like
but a lot
failed
of the
that
time.
quest like maybe once, possibly twice, but doubtful.
When I have to go to the dais or the dais, the one that's like off to the right, that one's fine. But when it makes me go into the Moonleaf place,
Yeah,
that
is-
part's the worst.
That is pretty bad. No, it's those quests aren't really. Oh, they suck, but just learn to play. Noobs.
Noob.
Yeah. And Nero knows, except he doesn't know because he's terrible at this game. Oh, go do endgame content. What's this? Casual content. I'm not going to do that.
Well, it's always going to be there.
It's always going to
Oh,
be
but the
there.
end game content, that's going to disappear.
cool's
guys.
going away.
They're not doing
They're
that
getting
anymore.
rid of the coil.
Whoa. No. If my priority when you log on, right, is capping soldiery, right? Like if your playtime is limited, That's
Cap Soldier Tomes,
Yeah,
yeah.
Cap Soldier Tomes. I've barely been able to do that. Barely.
Well, you know what you need to do? Quit one of your 3 jobs.
I would just
I'm
like to
about
point,
to.
Seriously. It's like, fuck that.
I want to play Final Fantasy full time. Fuck it.
You realize that we're only
That'd be
giving you
annoying.
shit because you started it.
You started it first. And we're not going to end it.
Nope.
It's going to be you to end it. You start it, you
Yep.
end it. That's the way.
If you apologize to us, then we'll stop.
And not even one apology to both of us. It's apologize to Kahlo, apologize to
Apologize to
Juxta.
Kahlo first.
Do Coil first, man.
You are a bitch.
He's done, Coil.
Wait, Kala, have you done any coils?
I have done Coil.
Once with me.
Multiple times with you. And you don't know that I haven't done more.
No, I don't.
Because it's
It's
in
just that
Duty
But you-
Finder.
but I know- but I-
It's in Duty Finder now.
But I also know
With
that you
Echo.
haven't.
It's with Echo. It is in Duty Finder with Echo.
Kahlo knows it's 15% now.
But have you been?
You'll never find out.
Until we notice that you don't get any gear.
Until we notice.
Could just have bad luck. Maybe it's my end feat.
Maybe.
Just
Fair enough.
Just definitely
I know the
don't
feels.
look at his achievement page on the Lodestone.
Yes, don't do that.
I swear to God, heavy Allegan feet were my end feet. I ran so much. I think I ran like 3 full days of.
Have you got your bear yet?
No, I haven't gotten my bear.
How close
I'm
are you?
I'm
a
still
third.
trying to get that lion. Ugh.
I'm a third of the way to the bear.
Okay, that is something they added in 2.2. Let me rage about that for a second.
Sure.
Because
rage.
they add
She-Hulk rage.
She-Hulk
You wouldn't want to make her angry.
She-Hulk smash.
She doesn't get angry. She gets, what is it, like, really sensual or something? What? No, I'm serious. She-Hulk does...
What?
Wait, whoa.
Hold on.
Whoa,
What kind of
whoa.
comics are you reading?
Yeah, that sounds like fan fiction.
No,
You don't want to turn me on.
I'm being serious, though. Like, Hulk gets, like, turns into Hulk when he's, like, angry.
Uh-huh.
Right. But that's not with She-Hulk.
It's not.
It's not. Look it up on your phone.
My phone's almost dead. Give me your iPad.
No, I have to keep that steady. Look at it on my phone.
You have to keep that. That's not a portable device.
Steady is what the summons do.
What?
that makes them stand
pets.
still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like stop.
I have
All
to
right,
keep that steady.
tune into part 2 to get the the conclusion.
Yeah,
of the
if you'd
She-Hulk
like, if
debacle.
you'd like to know,
Debacle.
if you'd like to know what the official canon is regarding She-Hulk,
You cheater!
Oh shit!
He's been looking up X words. The truth comes out.
oh my God!
That's me.
Way to go, Wizard of Oz! Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
It's called strategy. Manipulating one's reality to
Yeah,
make it reality.
you know what? This is extreme even for you.
All right.
And on that, cut
And
it.
anyway, can I say something?
Yes, yeah, that's right. You were
Okay.
going to rage about something. That's right.
No,
I thought you were
the
raging.
tank mounts. Okay, they add them for the purpose of making more people want to play tanks because you can sit in a queue as a DPS for like 45 minutes and not find a tank.
Yeah.
Yet they only count the things that people have statics for, and don't need
Yep,
tanks
that's
for.
stupid.
Well, no, they didn't
Like-
want. They said they didn't want to make more people tanks. They said they wanted to reward those who consider tanking to be their job. Is what they
I just
said.
feel like with how much I sit around in low level crappy queues as DPS and things like that if there was a mount
Seriously.
involved, the queues would be so much quicker.
Oh, I agree.
You know what I mean? And like it would inspire more people to take up tanking who might not have originally, and they might fall in love with it, and then we'd have more tanks around. I don't know. I just feel like if they're gonna try to give people incentives, they should at least count the hard mode primals. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they don't have to count the low mode dungeons, but they don't count anything except X primals and Coil T3 does not count.
It doesn't.
No,
Are you
it does
sure?
not. I'm positive.
Okay, because I thought I heard like people going through as like a bunch of tanks.
That's
like
what
8.
I wanted to do, and
it
it
doesn't work?
work.
Oh, well, I'm
So
glad
it
I
has to
dumb.
be Coil 1, 2,
1, 2,
4,
4,
4 or
5,
5,
or any
yeah.
of the new ones, or X primals. Which
Well, that sucks. That's
It
what
really does.
That's how I was going to get my mount.
it's really hard. Like I'm probably never I have a decent warrior, but when would I ever? I don't know. I just don't think I'll ever end up with that one. And even though I play Paladin with like literally all of my time, I'm only up to 62.
Wow. I think I might have more than you.
You might, because I mean, I guess most of my time I've been failing at T7, and the fails don't count. It's only
That's
wins.
true. Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
And now that I have most of my regular coil gear, I don't really do it as much anymore. I just need 2-4.
It took me grinding through 32 turn ones to get my feet.
Ouch.
Yeah. Well, that's where the bulk of that came from. Oh God.
That's fair enough.
Was it worth
it? Yeah, I mean, now that I've got all of the heavy Elegant gear and I've glamored it to my stuff, yeah, I think it's worth it. The only thing that I need now is the Odin helmet.
That thing is stupid.
That thing is awesome, especially
I got
when
the Odin barding the other day.
Especially when paired with the heavy Elegant armor, it just looks
Does it?
like
badass.
The horns are like 3 feet tall.
Exactly.
It's stupid.
It's so
like,
awesome.
It makes you look like a.
I would glamour the body because the body looks fantastic too, but you can't.
Great idea. Go ahead and glamour the body.
You can't.
I want to be able to glamour my reindeer onesie.
I don't understand why they did.
You can glamour it to the Odin body, but why would you do that?
Exactly.
Or the snowmans. No, the snowmans are separate. Never mind. The reindeers.
But that just makes no sense because I'm pretty sure they had said the
point of Odin.
The point of Odin and Behemoth was for glamour gear, and then like literally half the gear that you can get out of that. No, you can't use it.
I'm pretty sure it's probably PS4 limitations.
I mean, it makes sense because if you glamored your body to Odin gear and then you also were wearing like other feet and gauntlets and things, like it would look weird.
Well, no, they just make it so you can't see that or something. Like, I don't know.
That would that's probably extra programming that they don't care what to do.
They need to figure out how to make it work. That's my point.
I agree.
All right. That's going to do it for part 1 here on Limit Break Radio. If you're listening live, don't go away.
We'll be right back after these commercials.
We will be right back. There's no commercials here.
Eat Choco Wheats. Choco Wheats can't be beat. They're a yummy hot cereal with the Choco treat. To be big and strong, have lots of fun. Eat Choco Wheats, everyone.
Okay.
You never seen Cocoa Wheats before?
Of course I have.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I know what you were referencing.
But I made it Choco Wheats.
I see that.
So
Good
it's
job.
Final Fantasy 14 commercial.
Really could be in any Final Fantasy commercial.
True, it's Final Fantasy commercial.
There you
Square
go.
Enix, hire me.
You heard it here first.
All right. So if you're listening live on the stream, just hang out for a little bit. We're going to take a little bit of a break and get some drinks and stuff, and then we'll be back probably in about 10 minutes. So we'll hope that you'll stick around for part 2. If you're listening on the podcast end, we're going to be back in 1 week, next Monday, with a brand new podcast for you. So make sure that you tune in for part 2 of episode 5 here on Limit Break Radio. What?
We should probably change our release date to Tuesday now that Tuesday's Myth Reset Day. Did you ever think about that?
I never really intended it to coincide with the reset.
It worked, though.
It did work.
Kind of cool.
And now it's ruined.
And it would really work well with my contest. More people run on Myth Day.
That's true.
Actually, I've
not
been
using your contest idea.
I've been noticing Tuesday evening when I log in that there's actually not that many people on. It's surprised me in the last couple of times.
I get into Brave Locks pretty quick. I ran 7 of them last Tuesday. It's a lot of Brave Locks.
That is a lot of Brayflocks.
Broflex?
Do you even broflex?
All right. We'll be back. Tune in, limitbreakradio.com. Send us email, hosts at Limit Break Radio. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Limit Break Radio. Follow us on Twitter. That's at Limit Break Radio. And now subscribe to us on twitch.tv. Also Limit Break Radio, so that you can find out when we are streaming these live. So this is the first time that we've been streaming, and so far it seems like it's been a pretty good success. So I want to thank everyone who's been joining us live on twitch.tv. We'll be doing this more and streaming portions of our gameplay, so make sure that you subscribe at twitch.tv to Limit Break Radio, and you can be notified of whenever we start broadcasting. So that's definitely a good thing. All right, we will be back. Thanks for tuning in to Limit Break Radio, Episode 5. I'm Aniro. Keep listening.